important, and you mentioned it, that we have been, for the first time in history, collecting the data. We asked all the states to send data in. We had 29 states comply, most of them the red states. And what we found was staggering. And this was before the government shut down. This is over the last few months. 186,000 dead people receiving benefits, 500,000 Americans receiving benefits 2 times, so double what they should be receiving. We've arrested more than 120 people with SNAP fraud, and that's just from the states that sent their data in. That doesn't include most of the blue states, where we believe there's even more fraud and abuse. And under the last administration, the SNAP benefits increased 40%. So clearly there's a right sizing that needs to happen. And the, I think, unintended consequence of the Democrat shutdown was now the spotlight has been shined on, and we have to make sure, for those who really need this benefit, that we are able to make sure that it's going to the right people. So we're making a lot of structural changes in SNAP. We'll have a big announcement about that the week after Thanksgiving, exactly what that's going to look like.
So that was Front Dump's DEI hire Agriculture Secretary giving her response to why this administration is going to make it mandatory for 42 million Americans to reapply for SNAP benefits. Now, I don't ever pretend to be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I want you to really understand and listen to what she just said. She said that 29 states turned in their data. There's 50 states in this union, so that's a little over half that turned in their data when it comes to SNAP benefits. And out of those states, let's go, maybe, since it's 42 million people overall that receive benefits, let's cut that down to 22 million or so that receive benefits. Now, by her own calculations, she alleges 500,000 people were receiving double benefits and 186,000 dead people were receiving benefits. That means that the fraud was somewhere around 0.002%. But I thought y'all said the fraud was running rampant. And where are the undocumented people that are receiving benefits? Because if they're getting Medicaid, like y'all said they are, healthcare, why isn't that trickling over to SNAP benefits? Even though we know that they're not eligible to receive either one of them because they don't have Social Security numbers. I don't give a damn what industry you're in. There's always going to be some type of fraud, and it's okay to weed it out. However, to pretend like it's this huge problem and there's waste, fraud, and abuse all over the place when your math is not mathing by your own numbers, lady, you need to shut the F up forever. But that is what these people do. They find one dead voter and they pretend like it's rampant voter fraud, when at the end of the day, it's likely coming from their side. Y'all put your thoughts. It's Double D Mo.